Anyhow, do I not have BGM? Oh, I do have BGM. There we go. Also, Marlon, thank you. Anyhow, oh my god. Oh my god, my throat. One sec, I need to get some more water. Oh my god, my throat. Amoy is definitely not singing today. Definitely not singing today. Noted, noted, noted. Yeah, oh my god! Thank you so much for the raid! Thank you! I'm Maria. Hi, I'm Amoria, the magical girl of love from VTuber Gen 2. Oh my god! I hope you had a good stream. What was like, oh my god, Precure? Precure, wait for your open card packs. Oh my god, I hope you got what you wanted! Thank you so much! Thank you. No singing. Ooh, that cover ain't getting done today. That's all I can say. It is not getting done. The raid didn't work for me. Never got the pop-up telling me where we're going, suggesting I should come too. Really? Well, thank God it was just to me. I guess that's a good time for it to fuck up. Also, yes! Thank you so much for the gift membership! Jay, if you are here, please. Oh my god, I just forgot you guys can't see me. Thank you. Jay, if you were here and were lucky enough to receive a gift membership, please send a big thank you to Yes! Yes, thank you so much again! Thank you! Also, wait, let me, I don't know, what the fuck were we doing last time when I had this layout? Because you know this part, I opened it, and it said, I don't want to live. I don't know what the fuck we were fucking doing last time I used this layout, but... She had to go do something, but she got the super cute puppy girl card she wanted. Oh my god! I also love cute puppy girls! Oh my god! I'm so happy for her. She really deserves it. I think she really deserves it. And I feel like, you know, especially, you know, she's been through a lot. I feel like she really deserved that win. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for her. I feel like she really needed that pull. Do you know how little that narrows it down? Because I'm like, why the fuck? Because I'm like, why the fuck did I write that? I mean, I feel it, but like, why did I write it? So I have no idea what the fuck we were doing last time. Because I don't use this layout that often. If she didn't get it, she would have AMS. I mean, what else is a girl supposed to do in that situation? That's like the only way out. But yeah. So I heard this is like one of the best MBTI tests, because if you don't know, Koreans are fucking obsessed with MBTI to the point where some people use it for like job recruitment. They're like, oh, you should apply if you're this MBTI. And like there's like desirable and undesirable MBTI or MBTI types. Like Koreans are fucking obsessed with it. It's like, oh, hey, what's your name? How old are you? What's your MBTI? Like it's like a general question like that. I'm usually INFP, sometimes INFJ, but I feel like the P and the J, I'm kind of a little bit both of, so I'm not really sure. But I know I'm definitely a feeler, if that wasn't obvious. I might come as a shock, but I'm definitely a feeler. Also, if you hear me making weird sounds, I'm sorry, I had to open a can of pop. I and F are usually pretty solid. It's the last letter. I'm INFP gang! There's a lot of people that are chronically online tend to be INFP. I think out in like the real world though, there's not as much INFP, but a lot of people that use the internet and are in like niche subspaces like fucking anime or like stuff like that tend to be INFP. But in the real world, like out in normie land, there's not as much. But yeah, so INFJ here. Lots of INFs, which makes sense because you're watching me. I'm also an INFJ. I don't recall if I've done the style of test, certainly not anytime recently. Really? You've never done it? I think the first time I did it was in like Magical Academy? ISTP. Okay. Really? You're T over F? Last time I took it, I was INFJ A, but I take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I want to know for sure what I am now, too. Because, again, the P and J usually are, like, really close. So, I'm never really sure. Right now, does it take long? This one might take long. This one might take long because I think it's a more in-depth one, but it depends on how fast you can answer questions. Is that bad? No, I was just surprised. But yeah, I'm gonna need Amorons' help for this. I'm gonna need Amorons to help me out. Because sometimes I have trouble answering for myself. So Amorons, you guys are gonna help me take this as well. It might be the most frustrating experience of your life. But together, we will get it done. Shizak. Okay, yeah. 16, yeah. There's I or E, which is like introvert, extrovert. If they're low on energy, I's recharged by having time alone or with close friends, and E's recharged by being with other people. I's tend to gather their thoughts first and then speak, whereas E's think out loud. Common misconception. This has nothing to do with shyness or quietness. E's can get bored at parties, and I's can be very talkative. Rather, it's about what kind of things energize and de-energize you. Second letter, S or N, is all about how you take in new information. S prefer hard, practical facts. They're oriented towards the five senses and what's actually going on in the world around them. N's prefer ideas, patterns, imagination, looking at the big picture and making connections to their mind. S's tend to look to the past and present, but N's look to the future and the what-ifs. Third, T or F decides how you make decisions. T's want to examine information objectively, analyzing what's logically true and false, and breaking down things into pros and cons. F's are more driven by their internal personal values, and they consider how decisions will affect people and their feelings. So I'm like 100% an F. Usually when I take these tests, it's like very hard leaning towards F. And then fourth, P or J explains your attitude towards the external world. J's are organized, driven, and decisive, finishing work in advance and driving projects towards completion. P's procrastinate and work well under adrenaline. They love beginning new projects, coming up with endless ideas, or exploring endless feelings, and finding inventive solutions even if it takes longer. This is the one that I'm always like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not really either. I feel like I'm a mix of both. Any E's in chat? Crickets. Crickets. Well, we are VTuber fans, so but maybe a little. I think VTuber fans tend to be, on average, more I's than E's. Another Amoria stream. We got 2 in 1, baby. Probably describe P versus J. Amoria sounds like both. Yeah, because it also depends. Like, if other people are involved, I'm a J, but if it's just me, I'm definitely a P. So that's why I have a hard time answering questions too, but oh yeah, and then yeah. Oh god. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, oh. Okay, I'm not that as into. Okay, it's fine. Be honest. Her whole life. In other words, your project can mean either a task at work or hobby at home. Put yourself to other people you know. When you fall off the spectrum of work, when reserving time comes, are you the most excited or least excited of your colleagues? Okay. I hope everyone sped read that. Final results. Okay. Prefer to make analytical decisions and judgments. Okay. Which sounds most like you? You love completing projects. It's better to be done than to find the 100% best solution. In a crisis, you're the commander pushing the team to finish. Example, when researching something to buy online, you look at a few options and pick one that looks good enough so you can move on to your next task. You love starting new projects. You're like an architect building up your solution by exploring all possibilities to find the best approach. When researching something to buy online, you open a dozen variations in different tabs, compare each one, and make sure you're making the ideal choice. So again, it's hard because like, I just had a situation like this where I was like, okay, it's best. It's not perfect, but for the sake of everyone involved, it's best for us to just finish it and just put something out. But when it comes to me, I like having it be 100%. Like, I've definitely looked up which to buy and then waited for like weeks to actually buy it. Because I'm just like, I'm not sure. Is that like the best? So like, I'm like both, but that feels like a cop-out. I feel like it would be for you. But it's hard because I just had something like this. There's something big that I just literally fucking went through this. So I'm like really hard thinking of that. Middle is a valid choice. Is it the middle? Probably right. Brother, I went to the computer store for an hour the other day and came back exhausted and bedridden the rest of the day. He just specifically says both as a reason to take it. Okay, I mean, I don't know, because it's like... Like, I feel like I do sometimes tend to start up a lot of new things, but I don't necessarily like to. I like the feeling of finishing them more. Oh no, I'm getting Fallout New Vegas flashbacks. Cause like, when I'm in a group, I can like hanker down and I'm definitely more of this. But when I'm alone, it's like this. So both. You're good at scheduling, quantifying, and contingency planning. You're on an event planning committee and the group is arguing over which team to go with. Maybe some hurt feelings, but the best way to ensure a successful event is for you to assert your leadership and lay down a decision. You file away ideas in your mind to be developed later, and you like to figure out how things work. You're on an event planning committee, so you start to think all the cool ideas you have saved on your Pinterest board or notebook and what you've seen work well at other similar events you've attended. In fact, you begin breaking down all the attributes of mediocre versus amazing events you've been to. These, I need a swig of Coke for this. I don't, neutral it is. Fix both again. Look at scheduling beyond that, I can't say. I don't know, cause like, I feel like both. I feel like both. Coke, not Coke Zero. Oh, sorry. No, it is Coke Zero. It is Coke Zero. I just shortened it for Coke. It is Coke Zero, though. You are correct. You are correct. I mean, because both of these, I'm like, yeah, I've done both. I've literally done both of these before. Time for question? No! Please, no! I'm gonna like die of stress. I'm gonna like literally combust. You know, which one do I move to more often? Oh. I don't. Can't choose. You have to pick neutral. Can we pick neutral 2 in a row though? That feels like such a cop out. To be developed later. But I don't. I don't know what it means by file ideas away in your mind to be developed later. Because the example is like, no, but you're doing it now. So I don't know. The examples are like confusing me, I feel like. When default to, if you could just make the choice. I need more examples though, cause like the thing is, these don't feel like opposite of each other. It feels like you can be good at both. It's not like opposite. It's not like the other one where it was like, do you like starting things or finishing things? These feel like they could go hand in hand. So that's the thing. It's like, well, both, because I don't feel like these are necessarily opposites of each other. Like, you could be good at both, or you could do both. And they don't contradict each other. Which personality type deliberates over each question of personality test for 5 minutes each? Maybe that's the quickest MBTI test. We just have to we ask that one question, we'll find it for sure. Here's a pure example. You might be right because you always have a lot of ideas in your head. Do I though? I don't feel like I'm that good with ideas though. Am I? I don't know. I'm bad at judging myself too. Am I that good at having ideas? Oh, also, Moribot, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Have a good rest of your night. I don't know. I feel like I'm not that good at coming up with things. Am I? I don't know. Do I just hate myself? Maybe I just hate myself. I don't know. Ideas, yes. Self-confidence, not so much. Okay, I do hate myself then. Okay, that is the answer. I don't know. Is it new? I feel like we should stop picking so much neutral, but like both. I'd say you're pretty creative. Thanks. But Amorons might just think too high. Maybe I think too lowly of myself, and maybe Amorons think too highly of me. But again, I just don't. I feel like I have to say both. You want to be in control, and you don't like people trying to influence you too much. Time is written short on a group project. Everyone else is all discussing different approaches, but you're the one to put your foot down and make a decision to ensure you finish on time. Like identifying how things are different and logically classifying them. Excited by the idea of testing coffees and wines, identifying which attributes certain ones have in common, and coming up with the most logical way to group them. Again, I don't like that they're putting these together because they're like, they don't contradict each other. These are two different things. These are two different fucking things. But I feel like I definitely lean left. I don't think I'm super interested in this, and I think I'm definitely or somewhat on the left. I don't know how strongly though. Granddaughter's allowance. I'm off to bed. Hope you had a great day. Good night, chat. Good night, Amoya, Amoriba. Grandpa Eric, thank you so much for the shuba. Thank you. Sorry, I had to swallow. Thank you so much for the shuba. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good night. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Okay, it's definitely or somewhat. Definitely? Because I do like being in charge and being in control. Think jock and teacher's pet. I don't jock. I don't think these are necessarily opposites of each other. So it's not like one or the other. It's just which one do you think is you're most similar to. So I don't think like any like harsh like opposite examples really work in this situation. Is it definitely or somewhat? Definitely. The best ideas are efficient and immediately useful. Information should be objective, orderly, and rational. In a group brainstorming session, you're quick to identify which ideas are most likely to actually make a significant difference and push the project towards completion. Like collapsing choices down to something actionable. You're passionate about knowledge for its own sake. Accuracy is important, and it doesn't matter where an idea came from if it's the best one. Group brainstorming session, you sometimes get carried away with interesting ideas and follow them a little too far down the rabbit hole before getting back on track. There are always exceptions and still differences, so it's hard to collapse things down to standard operating procedures. I'd say somewhat. Yeah, I think I look really hard at details and stuff. I'd say somewhat. Jock Mori is crazy. Jock Mori of alternate timeline did I enter? I don't think they were even calling me a jock. I think just the image was too shocking for Amorons. Somewhat. Is this 36 out of just these? Are we gonna fucking finish this? I was gonna go get my health certificate today. I really don't want to, though. She hasn't asked about it, though. You just want something that works efficiently. You're more concerned with the final result than understanding all the steps and thought processes that led to it. The facts are fine. No need to draw broader conclusions. Colleague delivers a chart that you've been waiting on for presentation. You're most concerned with the final numbers and whether they tell the story you want. It's not that you don't care where the data came from, but if it looks good, you'd rather just move on. Except by following all the steps on the winding path leading to the conclusion, meaning is more important than pure facts, and you want to understand what's going on behind the scenes. Colleague delivers a chart that you've been waiting on for presentation. You're curious which other chart types she might have experimented with, why she chose that font, why a certain number ended up so high, even though that one isn't particularly important for your presentation. Well, it depends. Cause is it like, if it's just for like work or job, I probably don't fucking care. But if it's something I'm interested in, I'm definitely this side. But if I don't care and it's just like, it's just for work, I just want a good fucking grade, I might be more left leaning. Left it is, or is it right? I don't know which. It's catered towards what you care about. Right when it comes to video game lore. I'm like, what if they're doing a presentation on like a theory analysis of Omori? I'd want every fucking detail. But if it's like for a fucking college class, I'd be like, I don't fucking care. It looks good enough as long as we get an A. College paper, give Amori the facts. If it's Stray Kids, give her everything. If it's personality, I'd say assume you care. So maybe somewhat? Or both? I don't know. I have to stop picking both though, I feel like. Maybe, I don't know. And I am Amorons to enjoy the rest of the stream. She'll be awake by question 20. Moriba, thank you for shopping by as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh god, I just realized what you meant. We're gonna try and finish this stream today. We're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best. Right. Also boring though. I know. I feel like it's a cop out. But I am like both. I don't know. I'm too indecisive. What did it say? What did it say in the beginning again? Is it supposed to be catered to like? Let me look at this again. What'd you say again? Be honest. Truest, authentic self would answer. Almost, and no one's watching or judging you. At this pace. I don't know. Or like Pretty last stream? Yeah, only Wonderful Precure though. That's the only one I've watched, but I'm like fucking obsessed with it. I'm like so insanely fucking obsessed with it right now. This is estimated time should be 15 to 20 minutes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay, 2TE and 2TI. How you make feelings. Okay, so this is just in total. Okay. Feelings-oriented decisions and judgments. This one should be easy. Filter a situation through your own internal values to see how it makes you feel. You have a very personal or gut-based system with ethics. It's hard to explain to others. But it's very subjective. You're much less concerned with the set expectations shared by society and more intent on following the code of conduct or character attributes that you've decided are important. Yes. Values are objective and shared. You look to social norms and expectations like etiquette for morality. May not agree with all manners and rules of etiquette imposed by society, but you understand them enough to know when someone is breaking them. You're aware of expectations imposed by groups, institutions, and hosts, and you feel something when someone in the crew is committing a faux pas. I was gonna say yes this, but then I read this, and I'm like, It depends. Like, sometimes when people break rules, I'm like, oh yeah, who fucking cares? But sometimes when they break them, it's kind of like, okay, you know what you're doing is just being fucking stupid. Are you stupid? Oh, no! Fuck! Middle, let's move on! But, cause, like, I'm not a hard ass where I'm like, all rules need to be followed. But... like, sometimes I encourage breaking rules or etiquette, but sometimes it's just like, I feel like it's not a good look when you do it. Never being a horrible person, accepted social norm in Red Dead, you rejected that, but that's in the fucking Wild West! Cause, like, definitely, okay, I feel like it... cause, like, I feel like this is a bit... yeah, okay. I thought probably this. To see how it makes you feel. I guess that could also align with that. Where it's not necessarily the... okay. Maybe definitely... cause, like, how it makes you feel. So even if I disagree when people break rules... it's more of a specific it's more of a complicated situation than it's just because they broke rules. So... somewhat or definitely, I would say. Because in, like, a broad term of the world, I was thinking kind of like, you know, personal life. But when I think of the broad world, you know, sometimes when people get arrested for killing people, but I'm like, they should be let go. When it's for, like, a really good reason, I'm like, free them. So maybe I would be definitely... you know, when, like, someone kills, like, a really fucked up person, but then they get jailed, and I'm like, technically they killed someone and broke a law, but, like, I say we let them go. I think crimes should be forgiven if they're funny. Okay, maybe I'll say definitely. I broke it. Oh god, I broke it. I broke it. Oh, I broke it. Okay, well, that's fine. That's probably just for show. Sorry. You're absolutely lefting all these questions. Am I? Oh, I guess I kind of am. Authenticity and sincerity are most important to you. You distrust when others seem fake or insincere. Though even more important to you is that you yourself are sincere. You hold your personal feelings close to your chest unless it feels safer to share them. Can't understand how some people are so quick to make exceptions to their morality. For example, telling a lie to make someone else feel better. What's the point of having values if you're willing to adjust them when needed? I'm feeling responsible for others people's feelings. And you adjust your behavior to make them feel comfortable, typically not out of obligation, but a genuine desire to help them feel good. You tend to be open about yourself If that feels supportive to others, then make sure the group is feeling good, so you're willing to bend a bit on some of your values to make other people feel more comfortable or less awkward. Middle, actually middle though. Me or you guys? Because I don't know. This one's hard. Because it's like, what do you mean bending a bit on your values? Like, can you elaborate on this test? You are middle. When you take too long, you break the MBTI test. Test got impatient, decide to have a little fun. Also, a Moriba, have a good night, have a good night. Middle, okay, so can I be middle? Can I be mid? Amorons are saying middle, so I trust you guys. Because I'm bad at perceiving myself. I say things about my personality and my appearance that other people are like, no. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. You generally don't need or want external emotional support for your feelings, and outward displays of emotion or vulnerability from a group can make you uncomfortable. Definitely not. Sitting in a circle where everyone shares something personal and then gets validation from the group sounds terrible. Okay, well, that doesn't sound good, but like... Okay, well... That doesn't sound good. I don't know if I like these examples, man. I don't like these examples. Because I was like, oh, definitely not. But, like, I mean, I don't think most people would want... Oh, I actually skipped it. I don't think most people would want to sit in a circle and everyone just share something sad and everyone go like, so brave. You're so brave. Try to maintain group harmony by negotiating conflicting views and finding commonalities. If you aren't getting along, you often find yourself in the role of trying to smooth things over and find Yeah. Yeah. I would say this. I broke it again. Gather around the campfire. Let's get personal. RCAMPFIRESONG song. You're not Minamoria. We all think you're very based. Okay, don't lie to me. I remember the reaction when I said Fallout 4 radio was the best. I remember everyone in chat. You love middle ground, don't fool yourself. My name is Amoria. Hi, Amoria. And I'm a K-pop merch addict. I wouldn't even be there in the first place. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I haven't felt the New Vegas one. But I have heard that there better be a fucking better radio than the current New Vegas ones we've been listening to. Because they are not doing it for me. Do you guys think I'd be somewhat... Do you guys think this is right? Because, like, I disagree with this, but I agree with this. But I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna ignore the example, but... Is this... Do Amorons agree with this? Do we agree with this? I'll have another wafer. Yeah. Cause like, you know, I played the Peacekeeper before. Trust me. Yeah, okay. Interpret situations more by how you feel about them, emotionally and intuitively, than by objective facts that are visible to everything else. Often find the advice from other people isn't very useful to you because you see many distinctions and personal issues that prevent their advice from fully applying to your situation. Pay attention to the more implications of actions, and you're more concerned with how things should be than how they are. I agree with both of them, though. You enjoy discussing identified moralities, such as types of values society should have. I definitely agree with this. But I agree with this, too. I feel like I really agree with this, though. So I feel like I would have to say, oh god, it's still broken. Murderville descriptions aren't exactly contradictory to each other. Exactly. Because, like, I kind of strongly agree with both of them. But, like, neutral could also mean neither. So that's, like, I can't really pick neutral. But I think I do agree with this one more because this has definitely happened to me many times. Wouldn't it be more left since the example perfectly describes what you're doing right now? Does it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so like a definitely on this. Because also the situation has happened before. So I definitely know this has been something I've been through before. I think I have multiple situations where this has happened. That's a good way for... You're in tune with other people's emotions and you actually try to fulfill their needs. Turns out other people are feeling and you can't help but feel some of their energy rub off of you in a way that makes you feel attached to what they're experiencing. You're in tune with how things make you feel. Focus on self-expression and sharing your emotions through experiences or art. Very aware how people and experiences affect your mood and your feelings, and you channel those feelings indirectly through something like art. These are very similar. Again, you could be both. You could be both. He's like, sharing your emotions through experiences or art. Self-expression. I feel like I don't do a lot of self-expression nowadays. I think like covers maybe would be the thing closest. I'm thinking of neutral or somewhat. Empathy and sympathy, no. No. Because it says right here, your very real feel affect your mood and your feelings. So it's more of just, I guess, what you do with them. But I don't know. They're not really, again, these aren't really contradictory. These aren't opposites. These are both empathy. Or not necessarily empathy. That's not really the point. It's not really the point. It's more so, like, the outcome, I guess. This one's much more important on, like, self-expression. I don't fucking know! I don't fucking know! These can both be true! These can both be true! In tune with how things make you feel. Have you expressed yourself emotionally recently? I mean, sometimes with singing, but like I can't really sing, but that's more of external issues than like not being in touch. Also, very politely, if I'm maybe avoid phrases like calm down. I think that would be great. Thank you though, thank you. Jacob, no! You don't know what you're doing! I was gonna say. Frustration scream at 13. I was expecting later. God damn it. Middle. I was gonna make you feel describe you well. So would it be I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. again, both can be true. Like, if I say neutral, how do they know if I mean both or if I mean neither? Whilst mouthwashing indecision is its own decision. Fuck. I don't fucking know. Amorons, which is it? Just tell me which one to pick, because I don't fucking know. Which one is it? And then maybe if you guys tell me, then I'll be like, okay, actually, no, I'm feeling the opposite now. So then I'll know the real answer. Middle, right second. Somewhat left. Oh my god, killing myself. Does that mean it is middle then? If one person is saying somewhat right and someone left, and then people saying middle, she's clearly not into it with how she feels right now. But like, oh well, I know. I feel like both are kind of true, but not. I don't know. Fine, fuck it, middle. Okay, very FI. I don't fucking remember what this means. When you draw Amoria taking a long drag of cigar after this. That's why I have the Coke. But I like my log. It's like my beer. We got a curly over here. Don't call me a curly. Ugh. Can't believe I just got called a curly. See, I feel like I'm really indecisive, but in a situation like mouthwashing, I feel like I would. That's one of the situations where I'm like, I like will definitely like, no, fuck it, we're doing this like right now. I have moments of drastic indecision and then very sudden decision making. Been a long day. Sips Coke 0 bites wafer. If I was there, I'd handle it. Because if I was there, I would probably... Because curly and mouthwashing was too focused on, like, you know, like, the other members. And then also, like, Pony Express and everything. But if it was me, I think the situation that happened is one that I'm very passionate about. And it's one that I, like, couldn't just sit back and watch. So, like, I would have, like, fucking killed Jimmy. I think that situation is one where I'm definitely not indecisive. And I'm definitely, like, nah, fuck Jimmy. We're fucking killing him. Because what happened is something that I'm very, like, there's no, like, it's very black and white for me. Like, okay. Perceive the world and take in information, concrete sensations, practical information. You usually compare and contrast your current situation with what you experienced in the past or what you consider to be normal. When you're out on a hike, you find yourself focused on what's changed since the last time you were there, how these types of trees remind you of another hike you went on years ago. Pay attention to what's going on around you in the physical world right now. You're more perceptive than most people with your 5 senses. On a hike, you caught up on what's happening right now all around you, feeling the urge to go up and touch a tree's bark, smell a flower, or stop to feel the sun on your skin. Definitely not right. I guess somewhat left. Not super left, but left more than right. I'm not very observant. But Jimmy was his homie. We make exceptions for friends all the time. Exceptions would be like, well, I think if Jimmy was my friend, like if he like stole something, yeah, you know, might be more difficult. But if any friend did what Jimmy did, that would be like instant cutoff. Like I'm never talking to you again. Because there's some things where I'll definitely bend for friends. But like what Jimmy did, definitely not. I would never, if Jimmy was my IRL friend, I would never talk to Jimmy again. What Jimmy did is like cut offable. So I think that's like, yeah, that's definitely, if someone did that around me, I would never talk to you again. Like you are not my fucking friend anymore. You are not my friend. But that's my boy. But your boy broke into Anya's fucking cabin, like R-worded her and got her pregnant. And then, as it goes, did not take responsibility. And Anya is also kind of Curly's friend. So, like, if one of my friends did that to one of my friends, yeah, you're getting cut off. I'm never fucking talking to you again. I will never consider you my friend ever again. That's not crazy though. That's not crazy though. I feel like that's pretty I feel like that's a pretty, like, you know, reasonable, like, action to take. Would you guys not do the same? Would you say you would be in touch with your emotions at that moment? Yes, I would be very in touch with my emotions and my strong anger and resentment and a desire to strangle Jimmy. And say it's 2020 when we know. Okay, I feel okay. Let me clarify. So I'm not saying, like, I know for Curly it was more difficult. Because Curly is a man that looks at the bigger picture. And he was worried about Pony Express getting in trouble with Pony Express, docking their pay. How are they going to take care of Jimmy? But I'm saying, for myself, I'm not saying, like, oh my god, obviously Curly should have done this, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm saying for me, like, what happened is something that's, like, very unexcusable. Like, very unexcusable. Because the action itself, that's something you have to, like... It's not just like killing someone, like you pull a trigger and it's done. It's something that you do for like multiple minutes or hours. It's not something that's just like quick and done and can be like, oh shit, what I do. It's something you have to like sit and keep doing and just keep at it, you know? So that's like especially something that's very despicable for me as like for another fellow human being to do. So no, if that was me, I would have definitely like fucking like I guess if I was like a strong man, like fucking beat up Jimmy. If I was me, like fucking like lock him in a room or fucking something. But yeah, so yeah, I just want to clarify that. It's definitely, yeah, some lines you don't cross. Yeah, exactly. It is definitely, yeah. So, I'm not saying, like, I know Curly was worried with other things, but for me, that's like, in that situation, nothing else would have mattered. Nothing else would have mattered except what he did to Anya. But that's my morals and stuff. So for that, yeah, it's not so much hindsight in which, like, oh, well, I see how they ended up. Oh, I definitely would have made a different decision. No, it's just like, even if things would have ended up badly, in that moment, I still would have, like, chosen to, like, do something to Jimmy. Because, like, that's, like, really, really fucked up. That's, like, one of the worst things you could do. As, yeah, some lines you just don't fucking cross. So, yeah. If that explains my thought process on it. I didn't think we'd get into such mouth-washing deep dive here. I think the mouth-washing fandom, though, is pretty torn on Curly. Some people hate him for not taking action. I still think Curly should have taken responsibility. But back then, Curly's thought of taking responsibility was keeping peace until they landed. I do like Curly as a character. So I think there's a lot of, like, moral gray area of it didn't end up right, but Curly was also in a hard place to begin with. But regardless of the consequences, if I was Curly, I would have done something. Because I wouldn't have cared about anything else. I wouldn't have cared about getting in trouble with Pony Express or, like, pay or anything. But yeah. Swansea, after learning about it, I would have blown up Jimmy for that leader stuff on me. But anyways, yeah. So, just saying for Amoria, it would not have been a hard decision at all. But I am a magical girl. For stuff like that, I can't just sit back and watch. I do hard believe in justice in situations like that. Okay, I think somewhat. You objectively see what's there in the world around you without applying judgment, personal bias, or seeing hidden meanings. You often see multiple sides of an issue. You like to be fully in the moment, diving in and improvising without planning. You like your body's melding with your environment so you can fully experience all the sensations. I don't think so. You subjectively filter new information through your previous knowledge and experiences. Historical context is important, not only your own personal past, but also traditions, procedures, and laws. A little more cautious, moving slowly and steadily forward towards your goal through careful planning. Keep your distance a bit more as you relate things in your environment to what you've experienced in the past or to traditions or regulations you respect. It's hard because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I agree. But then when they say the example, I'm like, actually, maybe I don't agree. I think, okay, it's hard because I agree and disagree with both of them. I definitely have a hard time, or like, I can see things subjectively, but I don't necessarily want to. I can, but I don't prefer to, because what's it? How do I explain this? I feel like you're not supposed to go through the world seeing things very subjectively and not applying your own experiences or thoughts or judgment or bias. I feel like that's not how people are supposed to live. You're your own person, so you should view things differently. So I kind of disagree with that, but I can, but I don't like to. Or did I say subjectively? I meant objectively. Sorry. Nemcrow, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Maria. Hi, I'm Amoria, the magical girl of love from Vegan New Gen 2. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream, and I hope you can get some rest now if it's late there. Thank you so much for the raid again. Thank you. Mouthwashing would not be a hard decision, unlike this MBTI test, yeah. A middle, left. Because, like, I would agree more with right, because I do draw a lot upon my knowledge and experiences when I'm looking at a situation. But I'm not necessarily more cautious. I still feel like I have a tendency to get ahead of myself. Left example kind of terrible. Some of these examples are not very good, is all I will say. I like that there are examples, but some of them are kind of not very good. Yeah. Because, like, this and this sounds like two different things. It sounds like they accidentally copied and pasted the text from somewhere else. So I don't really know. Try to give your distance a bit more as you relate things in your environment to what you experienced in the past. But that's not keeping your distance. I wouldn't say that's keeping your distance. Reading the examples is detrimental. Should we just read this then? But the examples, it's like, which one is more important? Like, if we agree with this but disagree with this, should we pick this or the other one? Like, middle it is. I was thinking middle or somewhat right. But actually, no. I feel like it's maybe somewhat right. I'm gonna do somewhat right. Because I don't really think I agree with left. Like to remember, preserve the past, and you favor the tried and true. You cherish things are routine and familiar, and new things can take a while to grow on you. I'm a person who loves wearing a new favorite sweater or eating a favorite meal often. If you don't like a new food the first time, you know that you might start to tolerate it. Keep liking it if you try it. Yeah, I've been going to the same fucking samgyeopsal barbecue restaurant for like a year now. You're observant and you follow concrete things happening around you. Sights, smells, styles, trends, and what people around you are doing, including their non-verbal cues that others often miss. No. Definitely this one. I am not very observant. Def left. Yeah. Doing with their bodies, whether noticing colors new perfume or recognizing those trendy new shoes that everyone sees. Yeah, definitely not. I am not very observant. Easy. You love the physical world, whether it's admiring beauty or experiencing new sensations. You might be a thrill seeker, fashion guru, or first responder. You're invigorated by physical stimulation, whether it's adrenaline of an extreme sport, the playfulness of dance, or the texture of an interesting fabric. Probably good with tools or hands-on work. Very in tune with your internal bodily sensations like pain, hunger, and thirst. Remember in detail what it feels like in your body when you feel a certain emotion. And you often recall memories in vivid sensory detail. Again, I feel like these both could easily be true. Right, for sure. I was gonna say, I'm having a hard time answering this. Do you guys oh, Def left? Oh shit! Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh shit! Oh shit! Amorons are very sure on opposites. Choosing to read the question versus the example is the MBTI question itself. Fact. But I need both. Oh, Def left was for the oh yeah, it was. Never mind. It was. I was gonna say. I forgot. Last question was a new record time. Congrats. Can we beat our record? Can we do it again? You do both. Amorons, what do you think? I don't know about this. I feel like I don't really feel either of these. I don't know. Amorons. Do I just go neutral then? I feel like, or right for sure. Am I right for sure? Amorons, am I? Is it right? Well, I said my piece, but why? Why do you think it's right? Why? Why? Can you back your answer? Can you convince me? The answer, and you said you're a touchy person, should be left. I guess, but it doesn't mean like human touchy. I don't know if it means like different like physical world. Because you're not left. Right, because I just say pickle paw sometimes on screen. But that's like, but most people know when they're hungry. Oh, now I really don't know. I don't know either. I don't know. That would be appreciating things all physical, and you don't even like sightseeing. But I think it's like, but down below, this does seem like also like seeing things, but this seems more like touching or like being involved in things. Physical stimulation. Right, such a weird thing. Like I can tell when hungry or pain because I sense this function properly. Yeah, I also don't understand it. This test is kind of weird, but one of the Val pals recommended it. Single example doesn't mean the entirety of the answer. I know! That's why they should have multiple examples! I need examples! You're right! They should have more examples! But the thing is, if you love the physical world, and you're invigorated by physical stimulation, wouldn't you also then be in tune with this? Like, don't these go hand in hand? Do they not? Like, if this is true, wouldn't this be true? Should we just go neutral? Should we just go neutral? Because someone said right, and then someone said left. And then knew it would be middle. God damn it. Save us, neutral. Yeah, the examples are the curveball of the question. Yeah, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, and then I read the example, I'm like, no. But then sometimes I'm like, no, and then I read the example, I'm like, oh, wait, they have a point. Okay, let's just do neutral. You take in the new information and carefully compare it to your own past behavior and experiences while minding your routines, precision to your life, and you notice inconsistency in details, rules, and precedents exist for a reason. You're cautious and tend to develop a plan before jumping right in. What worked well before? What is the right procedure here? You tend to live in the moment. You might be impulsive sometimes, and you might need a push from the outside world to take action on something you've been meaning to do, but putting off, yes. Rather focus on immediate needs rather than rules or obligations. Good adapting and thinking on your feet, whether that's improvising in a challenging sales situation or dealing with changing weather while camping. It depends. I don't know. Right, for sure. But sometimes I like. Sometimes when I don't know, it depends though. Like sometimes right, but also sometimes not. Like sometimes I hate being impulsive and I like having a plan. Like with friends, I'm always like, what are we gonna do? And if they're like, oh, we'll meet and figure it out, I'm like I want a plan. And like this week I planned like, okay, I'm gonna do this day, I'm gonna do this day, and that day I'm gonna try to do that. So I would say right, but not always right. Do you think you're left at all? I disagree with this, but I agree with this. I agree with this though, but I disagree with this. You're like middle right. I was gonna say I need to be like not here, not here. I need to be like here. Like here would be great. Example and problem are the same though, but this is more like a precision to your life, and you notice inconsistencies and details. It's like rules and precedents exist for a reason, but it's more just like I agree with this more because it's like this feels a lot more like detailed and specific, and this feels a little bit more broad. So that's why I agree with it like kind of more broadly. But like the detailed, I'm like, when it gets more in the detailed version, I don't really agree with it. Because like this is just, your cautions tend to develop a plan before jumping right. So you think things out and you like to have a plan. And you ask yourself questions. But this is a lot more detailed. So maybe not that then. Oh, this test is so fucking stressful. Probably literally saying you go through the motions of daily life plan and make changes when you. Yeah, but that's not mentioned here. This is like a broad example. which is why I agree with this, but I don't agree when it gets more detailed. Because this isn't saying anything about, like, going through the motions or anything. It's just, like, you're cautious and you, like, want a plan. And you ask a lot of, you know, you ask yourself a lot of questions and, like, look back. So this is, like, very broad, and this is more detailed. Which is why I agree with this, but I don't necessarily agree with this. Emma literally plan going through daily life and make changes when needed. Where are you? But okay, so this is like but yeah, but I would say this is like much more detailed than just this. I don't know. In my opinion, I'm not saying they're like different from each other, but I think this is a lot more broad and this is a lot more detailed. Like a lot more specific, and this is a lot more broad. Okay, but I'm so right-leaning. But let me think. Cause like sometimes like impulse, like being like not having a plan sometimes really fucking stresses me out. Like I get really stressed out and I hate it. But then sometimes I like not having a plan. So like I really feel like I'm both. As someone who's seen your Japan trips, you love planning stuff out. Yeah, like Japan is something I need, something like that I need planned out. Like I can't just like be impulsive. Or I was impulsive and then I got stressed out because then I had to reorganize other things. So that stressed me out. So that's why I'm like, fuck. Japan is different though because you're on a time crunch, but I still need like, I don't know, but I still have quite a few things that I like to plan for. That like I need a plan. I need like detailed organization for. Like when Scion was here, we didn't really have a plan and that was like really fucking stressful for me. I was like a fucking ball of stress on the inside. I was like, I don't know what we're fucking doing. I don't have a fucking plan. I think that's with you. The next question will be the easiest one yet. Oh, thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Plan is to go out there and have fun. And yeah, and I'm gonna be like, okay, but like, what kind of fun? Like, what do you think? Like, are we gonna be doing something? Are we gonna be eating? Like, have you eaten yet? Is there anything you want to do in the area? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like both. Like, I really agree with this part. Well, I guess. Well, no, I'm my own push. I should say, I guess. Usually I can hanker down like appointments and stuff. I'll get it done, but I do put it off for a while. Is it middle then? I don't know. It needs to be the most fun, and we cannot do that without a plan. I don't know. Is it middle? Is it or somewhat? I don't know. How long have we been on this one? It's neutral or somewhat. It's to compare yourself with the people around you, though. I think a lot of my friends tend to be more go with the flow maybe. More so than me. Because I'm usually the one being like, what are we doing? What time? Where? Where are we meeting? I'm leaning towards right, so... 그냥 중간 선택해. 근데 좀 재미없는데. 아이고. Oh shit, what'd I pick? Zero. Which one's that? Abstract information that is less associated with physical senses. Oh. You focus on a few good ideas and exclude others ones to avoid distraction. When we have a powerful vision, whether you can cut to the heart of the matter and disregard all the extraneous information to focus on what's truly important, but eliminate the weaker ideas so you can focus your effort on really building out the best ones. Right! Hard right! You're indecisive, you love brainstorming, and you juggle a lot of thoughts in your mind at once. The more ideas, the better, until you have to make a decision. Your mind is like a tree with branches extending every direction with... Okay. Are you guys sure though? Amorons, are you sure? I'm thinking more like neutral. Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? I'm not sure. Are you guys sure? Really? Like how so though? You're doing it right now. I don't know. I'm having my doubts. Can we punch a new hole in the right? Definitely isn't strong enough. But your questioning is proof enough. Name one time I've been indecisive. Okay, fine, definitely. You're focused on your goals or dreams and look inward for ideas to make the future happen. One time only? Damn! Okay, damn! Okay, damn! Ow! Ow! That hurt! That hurt, Kawhi! That hurt! Last hour, a minute ago, would flood the chat and naming all of them. Okay, okay, I'm already dead. Okay, Amorons, okay. Both these are interested in the same future, but you tend to revisit the same ideas over and over, sharpening them and considering them from different perspectives. Taking new facts from the outside world and connecting the dots in imaginative ways to create new ideas. Both these are interested in the future, but for you, that future is a lot more unpredictable. Your interests are always changing, so who knows how long you'll keep your current hobby, finding a new one that appeals to you more. I would say, well, I would say my interests are always changing. I would say neutral or somewhat. Right? Someone really? Wait, really? How so? I'm open. I'm open. Convince me. That was kind of whack. Okay, I was also gonna say. I was like, yeah! And I read that and I was like, oh, maybe not. One left. Cause like... I wouldn't really say I look inward for ideas. The way you literally imagine every single possibility in any interaction. You know, new facts don't sway you unless someone pushes you along with it. Interesting. Oh my god. It's like I have my own like fucking therapists in chat. Oh my god. I'm getting like psychoanalyzed. I like it. True. That is a really good point for swagginess. That's a good point. That's also a good point too, though, Kwai. But it seems like the example isn't thinking about it in that way, but I agree with you. I wish they had multiple examples. I need more information, please. Please. You're goal-oriented even if you break your own short-term desires. Interesting. Interesting. So do we go left? Most of the examples actually suck. Yeah. I also wish they had at least like 2 so they could be like different examples with different situations. You know how one was like in a work project. If they could have an example that's like not a work example. Miss Budget Burner. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Moving on. We don't have to dwell on that. Your world is an explosion of ideas, consciously deconstructing things into their own component parts, seeing symbolism and drawing connections that others miss. Coming up with your best ideas tend to be a very active process for you. Less about sitting on it for a while and more about making it happen by talking things out, drawing charts and mind maps, and working with things or people outside your mind. Unlike your brain is doing the processing unconsciously, and you tend to suddenly reach aha moments that make you want to take action. Often feel your best ideas come around you after they've been rolling around in your head for a while, and then you reach a sudden epiphany. I kind of feel like that, though. I kind of feel like some of my best ideas are just like me being like, oh, hey! Like, they just like come to me. And if they don't come to me, then I'm screwed. Oh god, not right. Not right. For me? You would say not right for me? I'm back. Congrats on your pull. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you mean this little thing, this little card here? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I mean, you know, I'd forgotten about it for a moment. Oh, thank you. Yeah, these both kind of suck. I feel like maybe. What I said for the prior question, analyzing every single possibility. True. You're right. But I feel like when I'm analyzing every single possibility, it's more like outcomes and possibility rather than the idea itself, I feel like. I feel like I tend to like, think about one idea, stick to it, and then like think of the possibilities like with that, like how it can be done or like how the outcome will be. So maybe like both, but I think I definitely feel this. Because a lot of ideas that I have for things just like come up all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, I could do that. Because coming up with your best ideas tend to be a very active process for you. I would disagree with the example, but I would agree with this. Like, I feel like when I have, like, a good example or, like, a good idea, it just, everything naturally follows. I don't have to sit down and plan, like, the idea. I just have to plan the execution, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I'm trying to think for, like, stream stuff. Because, like, for the 20K goal, I was, like, instantly like, okay, yeah, I know what song I'm gonna do. And I know how I want it to look, and da-da-da-da-da. And then the only thing that, like... So the idea just kind of, like, flooded out. It do make sense. You're cooking for... What about every possibility rather than thinking a single lot about one good idea? Oh my god, thinking a lot about one good idea. You have a variety of hobbies and you like bouncing from subject to subject. You focus on exploring possibilities. For you, developing an idea tends to involve thinking out loud and tasting all the possibilities, since actually speaking them helps you decide how to really... What? Huh? No. Not the example. No. The example on that one's really weird. You dive deeper into fewer subjects and combine pieces of information to build toward a single cohesive idea. You developing an idea tends to involve looking down different paths in your head, consider out how they might play out. Finally revealing your well-scripted idea out loud only when it's ready. I guess, right? But, like, also, are these not kind of the same? Like, you focus on exploring possibilities. Developing an idea tends to involve looking down different paths in your head to consider might they play out. Like... The examples are so whack on this. Literally, right? You literally overthink about possibilities of actions all the time. True. True. And this also aligns with what Kawaii was saying earlier. Remember, it's more of what it's like to you. I have such a bad perception of myself, though. Because, like... I agree with the focus on exploring possibilities, but I guess this is literally also exploring possibilities. How strong right though? Even if you're searching combined pieces of information built on the same idea. Somewhat. Two right somewhat. Okay, fuck it. You're open-minded and bored by routine. You hate situations that lack exciting mental inspiration. Even if you're an extrovert, you're energized not so much by being around other people, but by learning, whether that's finding out who they truly are, understanding a different point of view, or challenging each other with stimulating conversation. Like making a choice so you can get to work, you see situations with many perspectives and pay attention to how your internal world is impacted. You're great at just jumping in to get started, but sometimes you jump to conclusions too quickly and make a choice without having thoroughly explored the other options. Because you do like to explore different things, true. Right? Really? I feel like neither. Because, like, you make a choice without having thoroughly explored the other options. I would disagree with that. Actually, neither. I just read the example. Yeah, see? The examples are so fucking weird. The examples are so weird, see? Because I was like, yeah. And then I was like, no. I think sometimes I can jump in too quickly head first. But most of the time, I feel like I look at my options pretty well. Does a UC situation from many perspectives not contradict the example below? Am I dumb? Oh yeah, it's literally... Yeah, the examples are really bad, but I don't know what's important. I guess maybe this is more important than the example, but the examples also kind of seem kind of important. This test is busted. Man, learning from the stream is that taking this test myself would most likely be frustrating. Literally how the examples contradict their own prompt, it's crazy. I know. Valpal suggested this though. Well, I know if it's not I and F, this test is a lie. Because it's really only the P and J that I get. Needs two other examples, yeah. Because just one example isn't enough. Yeah, I would say... I would say with this, I would be somewhat, but with this, no. Because you've grown about work sometimes making thumbnails. I don't think I agree with the example, though. Am I bored by routine, though? I don't know. I disagree with both the examples, though. Or, I don't know, I kind of like at work when it's just routine. My phone autocorrected going, listen, I wasn't going to say anything. I think discarding examples wouldn't even be a bad idea at this point. Okay, so if we ignore the examples... I think this is pretty accurate to me, maybe. Or neutral. I'm kind of torn between somewhat right or neutral. Amorons. Right without example. 1 right. Okay. 2 NE and 4 NI. Okay. Across dimensions. We'll have 1 question for each. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, how do you direct your energy outward into the world? Towards other people in unity. Less about making sure everything operates effectively and more that you genuinely feel deep empathy for people and feel unsettled if you know someone feels excluded or unheard. You're thinking, what will best serve the group? What relationships and social dynamics are at play here? How can I connect with people more deeply? How are we relating to one another? Towards result and accomplishment. It's not that you're a cold person, but it's that it's important for you to achieve outcomes and reach real solutions that actually solve problems. But allow me to finish this project and achieve this goal, which could be anything from keeping the sink empty of dishes to reaching quarterly sales and target. How can I check this item off my to-do list? How can I help this person or group, team, family function most efficiently so that they'll succeed? I would say left. Left. Can't pick both now. This will torture her the most. They took away Amori's secret weapon. The middle. No, the neutral button! My button! I would say for this one, left. Okay, I clicked left and that one lit up green. So I was like, wait a minute. Okay, left. Right? Yes, left. What do you focus within yourself? What feels authentic and aligned to your individual values? This isn't a logical analysis of what makes sense. Rather, it feels right to you. I look at pros and cons too, but what's most important is trusting my instincts, emotions, and what I feel in my body. What's right? What's ethically in line with the person I am and want to be? I would agree with that. What seems most logical and rational to you? You have feelings too? You feel feelings too, but you provide... Nah. What's most true and accurate here? What's unclear? What biases are at play? What decision-making criteria are most important to me? And what are the pros and cons along those dimensions? Left again, left. Yeah. Left. Okay. I mean, I agree, but the sudden, like, flooding of lefts in chat. What do you love exploring? Abstract ideas, patterns, and how things are connected. Things could be anything from technical data points to people's feelings. What does the future hold? What will the patterns I'm seeing lead to? How can I innovate? How are all these pieces of information related? What are all the different ways we could handle this? Let's brainstorm as many ideas as we can, however crazy. Physical sensations and experiencing the tangible world around you via your senses. Can be anything from hiking through the elements to noticing. Probably not. What's realistic and practical right now, not someday? Keep planning too far ahead or sticking to big picture goals. I'll improvise and figure it out as I go. Left? Left. I want to pick left, but the site seems to want right. Yeah, it always defaults. When I click left, it always picks right first. Right, after hands cam stream right. Oh, we're tied. I think stuff like this is really hard because I really don't know myself. I don't have a good sense of self, especially for things like this. So I'm like, I don't really know. I kind of agree with number 2, but not with number 1. I don't know. I don't really know. I think these questions are the most difficult for me to answer because I just like don't know. Amorons. Any other? Right, left. 3 for right, 2 for left. In a plan though, because you don't operate spontaneously except K-pop purchases. Listen, they're just dropped on me. I had no idea Stray Kids was releasing another whole fucking album this year, man. Exploring, I think right fits better, but neither's really you. She loves physical goods. But I disagree with this. Well, I do appreciate delicious foods. Okay, right maybe? I don't know. I'm not really feeling like I need middle. Look at do rate and plans implies you do a lot of things on a whim, but you think you plan out somewhat. Left. I think more people are saying right now though. It's left. 1, 2, 3. 3 for left. 1, 2, 3. 3 for right. Oh fuck, we're tied. I don't know. I feel like a bit of both. She does not survive on thoughts and prayers. She lives her physical merch in the now. Save me, Stray Kids album, save me. I don't know. I feel like I can't pick one. Amorons, anyone else have answers? Amorons? Who hasn't given an answer yet? I'm just skipping, come back later. Wait, there's only one more after! Right, but with more pizzazz. Okay. Oh no, let's just fucking get it done. Left butt's not answering. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna get tad right. I I need a middle option. I need a middle option. Right, but it's Hitomi and Hanji, so you're agreeing with you. I can't flip a coin for this. This is important. Things she's done for goods, merch, physical bonding. How about Amorons fight with each other? How about you guys argue with each other and then you guys come to one conclusion? Instead of trying to convince me, how about you guys go convince each other? Like for swagginess, yeah. Now we're fine. But you just did that! But you were just doing it! On the test, the only way we experience abstract ideas is through the physical feelings they give us. Exactly, because I'm like, what do you most love exploring? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean, what do I most love exploring? The fuck are you talking about? Are you pitting us against each other? Because otherwise, I'm being pit against you guys. Left win streak right now, guys. If you break it, we start all over again. I don't think it's a left win streak. Oh wait, you mean for this? We are. Oh god, we are. I didn't notice. Ends with this question. Let's go back to that later. No, let's just get it over with. Judging from how you reacted to today's pull card, Eileen, right. But then it's also like this. Like, I don't think this question isn't necessarily, I don't know. Cause like, what about this? Like, but the magical girl has a planner. I actually don't have a planner, but I have a Google Calendar. This is our fourth win. It's 4-3 for right. Wait, would you see yourself in 5 years? See, that's why I'm also like this. I don't fucking know. That's why I agree with this. But I don't know if I agree with this. I didn't mean to click that. How do I unclick? Okay, we'll think about it. Left thinking matches you more, but the right description matches you more. Now I'm looking at more. But you're right, I don't have a 5-year plan. I am just fucking winging it. Leora Senpai also asked me that. Where do I see myself in 5 years? And I'm like, I'm not really fucking sure. But I do like planning. I think just long-term planning I don't like. But like, what am I doing this week? What am I doing next week? I like that planning. Moria, are you interested in technical data? And what you do more is what you love doing more? So what's realistic, practical now based on how you feel? Would you agree with that? You're just saying it 1-to-1 what this says. I'm still saying let to stress you out, and it's working. It's working. I don't know. Pull, no. If you have enough an opinion, you'll type it out. You'll type it out. I don't want the opinion from people not willing to type it out. I don't know. Oh, this one's really fucking hard. Fine, I will say right. Pick right. But I don't think it's just... I don't know. Like, I don't think the actual questions it's asking is, like, do you like physical things? I don't think that's what it's necessarily asking. Like, I think that can be one of the things, but I don't think that's a big picture they're asking about. I think they're more like, how do you like, okay, how do you look at like your future and the world and decisions and stuff? Only you know how far you're planning things out. I'm definitely not planning things out like I also don't like planning things out because I feel like I jinx myself. So I don't like planning things or like setting expectations or goals because I'm scared I'm jinxing myself. So like I definitely don't have a 5-year plan. I definitely only plan in the short term. Sounds like a right answer to me. Oh, definitely right. Okay. Yeah, the world depends on your choice right here. The Amori world. The Amori world. Everyone's saying left, flip to right. Okay, is it right then? Direct left? Okay, do we go right? Okay, let's do right. What do you tend to pay most attention to? What's really at play behind the scenes, whether we're talking about the economy, office politics, or person's emotions? What does all of this really mean? Are there hidden insights to be found here that other people miss? How does it fit into my goals and my clear vision for the future? Sometimes it feels like insights and epiphanies just bubble up from my subconscious like light bulbs going off. Sure, I'll trust someone else's expertise, but I'm not at all tied to it if something better comes along, and that other person better not try to control me. Better practices, what's been proven to work before and what trusted experts recommend. Expert, according to your definition, not necessarily famous mainstream experts. What's safe, comfortable, repeatable. If I want to market a product, there's no sense in reinventing the wheel. I'll trust what's worked for our company before. If I want to make a nice dinner, I'll trust a recipe that's been passed down in my family. I know the past and appreciate rules and traditions. I'm a highly reliable person. You can count on me if I do what I'm saying I'm going to do. This does not seem like exclusive to this. What? This does not seem exclusive to this. Like, you do not need to honor the past and rules and traditions to be highly reliable. What? I feel like I'm more like this, though. I feel like I disagree with this, and I agree with this, though. But okay, everyone's saying hard right, though. Right? Right for sure. Right? Right? Because I think I disagree with this. It sounds more really, because I'm kind of like, I kind of agree. Really? You guys think it's right? I'm not necessarily disagreeing. I'm just like curious. Because I don't think I agree with this. I want to stick with what's worked already. No, like at Amori Parents, I'm always looking up new like recipes and stuff, and like I definitely try to do a lot of research to like I don't think so. I think if I wanted to market something, I think I'd go with trying to go with something new rather than just like the norm. I think I disagree with this. Wait, explain more about cooking for Amori Parents. I mean, I could have had recipes they use, but I prefer to like look up a recipe and like look at like a bunch of the highly rated recipes and compare them and look at comments and look at like ingredients and stuff to see which one I would like the most. Would you agree with example 2? The thing is, example 2 is kind of weird. Like, I honor the past and appreciate rules and traditions. I'm a highly reliable person. Like, this does not seem tied to this. You can be a highly reliable person and not agree with this. So I'm like, that's really weird addition. Have a psychologist watch the stream and categories based on how much time you spend overthinking every question. God, that would be the fucking dream. I want to get psychoanalyzed so fucking bad. I love it. Not marketing a product in that case. But no, but that ties into this one. That ties into this one. If I'll make a nice dinner, I'll trust a recipe that's been passed down. I disagree with that. I love trusting the recipe of the old. You're also a baker. But no, I'm saying I like to look up new recipes. I like to look up new recipes. So I'm saying I disagree with this. So exactly, I'm a baker, but I like to look up new recipes. And not cooking food you know will work, especially since you know you can cook those recipes. I mean, not always. I'm not saying every recipe comes out perfect. But no, I'm not trusting like what's worked before. I'm like avidly like looking for something new, for like the best I could possibly do. Because I probably, like, at home, I could have just, like, pulled out a recipe from Amorons' illegible, like, recipe box, but I didn't. I just really disagree with this. What do you agree with on the left then? I was gonna say, I don't necessarily disagree with this. I don't know, but I don't agree with this. What do I really agree with number 2. I really agree with number 2. I don't know if I agree with number 1. I don't disagree with it, but I feel like I don't have enough perception of myself to know if I agree with it or not. But I'm liking, no, I like number 2 more. You're shooting with instructions for freaking you out until you decided you were just gonna make your own style unicorn. I mean, not really. If I can remember correctly, I didn't actually deviate. I was just like, it'll just be my own. But that was just to make me feel better. That was just to make me feel better. I didn't actually, like, deviate from the instructions, I don't think. It was just something to make me feel better. Left then, trust your gut. But I don't know. I don't know. Number 2, more than you disagree with right number 1. Yes. But if all the Amorons are saying right, then I'm more inclined to agree with right. Like, because so many of you guys said right for sure. So I'm more inclined to agree with it. I just don't think I agree with this. And I know I agree with this. But the rest, I'm not sure what I agree with. The only ones that I know for certain, is that I disagree with this and I agree with this. But the rest, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know. Why else would you guys say right for me? It doesn't go along with the actual wording of the left one. I think it's not necessarily like, oh, like, what do they really mean? I think it's more like hidden insights, like details and stuff, maybe. Overall, both sides, agreements, disagreements. The thing is, I don't have a very good perception of myself, so I don't know. Do I usually do what's, like, safe and comfortable, or... I don't really know what habits I do. I don't really know. I have no idea what I tend to do. I have no idea what I tend to do. Because I'm trying to relate it to real world stuff, but it's hard. Do you have more focus on the unknown or the known? Again, I don't know. I don't know. I think that's why this is really hard. Made it more simple for you. But the thing is, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Male options, you're very safe and comfortable. No, we have to answer every single one. I do like my male options. Breakfast possible is pretty safe and repeatable. Where the hell is the middle? Right here, baby, right here. I don't know. Raymond doesn't say anything about not improving. It's just using it as an established base. That's a good point. But, I don't know. I would say it doesn't say for this, but I feel like this is definitely, you just go with it. Like, I'll trust the recipe that's been passed down to my family. Implying you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to follow it to a T. But I would agree with that for this. But this kind of throws me off. Like, I really agree with this, but I don't know if I agree with the rest. Oh, this one's really fucking hard. I don't know. Not really, you know your recipes are better than Morima, so obviously you go with your own picks. True. Distribution of morning cooking, you had a lot of leeway compared to cooking professionally. Anyone that you look forward for advice, whatever they say, you tend to follow most of the time, but you're allowed to just put your spin on things. On a pass and appreciate rules and traditions, kind of lines with following it to a T too. Yeah. Choose what you value most, not necessarily what you do. What do I value most? Arguments for the left other than you disagree with one bad example on the right. But I think, like, I don't know. I think the idea of picking safe, comfortable, repeatable, it's kind of complacent to me. That's why. Even if, I don't know, even if sometimes I am complacent, I think I don't think I necessarily am proud of being complacent. But maybe I am, I don't know. I need better examples. You pay attention to your comfortable routine and less about what's hidden in the world. That's a good point. Do you concentrate on the monster of the week or the evil villain behind the scenes? The evil villain. The evil villain, because he's the one in charge. How's politics over there in Korea? Oh boy. Left. Are you Pearl or girly teen girl? I mean, girly teen girl came all the way to Bikini Bottom. I'm on team girly teen girl. She didn't deserve that, man. Want to do a poll? No. Because if you have a strong enough opinion, again, you'll type it. You won't just, you know, if you won't type it and you'll only click one, that means you don't feel that strongly about it. I really need a middle option. Okay, Amorons, everyone say their thing again. Everyone type it again. Left or right? Even if you typed it before, type it again. Abusing judge the girly teen girl and look underneath her wig. But no, I would say girly teen girl would be left because wouldn't like being safe, like wouldn't Pearl be right? Because Pearl Just like took a first glance and didn't like look deeper into it. She just assumed it was SpongeBob. But she wasn't. Right. Damn, holy shit. Okay, I feel like maybe we should just do right then. I've admitted I don't know myself very well. If this many people are saying right, okay. Okay. You've been fighting us this whole time. It was like this from the beginning. If I say left, I'm in trouble. Okay. Left, right. Funny. Okay. There's hidden meaning in everything, even what can be wrong. But no, but the hidden meaning, I think, outwardly, it's like, obviously, you would think it was SpongeBob. That's your first thing. Like, viewers also probably would have thought it was SpongeBob till SpongeBob shows up. So I would say the hidden meaning would be girly teen girl being not SpongeBob. I would say that, like, would be the hidden meaning. Because when you look at him, obviously you think that's SpongeBob. The hidden meaning would be it's not SpongeBob. Today left, you need tangible arguments other than the bad example. Okay, we'll do right. Oh god. Okay, now to approach this from a different point of view, let's find your type family. There are 4 families, each containing 4 types with several key shared characteristics. One's clearly you, pick 2 if you're not sure, or none of them, or all of them. If seen right, you can leave them blank and move on. Select up to 2. Fuck. What's your family? Traditionalist. You appreciate structure, security, and set procedures instead of getting lost in abstract theories and what ifs. You like focusing on what's real, concrete numbers, whether what's happening at home with your family. This is a duty and service, and you value personal responsibility, authority, and tradition. You work hard and take pride in the fact that you can be counted on to deliver on schedule every time. Kind of. Yeah, okay, I kind of agree with that. Live in the moment, focusing on tangible results and having fun rather than theories or future possibilities. Love personal autonomy, spontaneity, and adaptability. And just like relax, you improvise, we're well under pressure. Not really. I think under pressure, I can get a good results. But I don't work well under it. The result's good, but the journey is not very good. Idealist, you focus on helping humanity and making a better future. You have abstract philosophical notions about ethics, authenticity, and how things should be. You love exploring feelings, values, and people. Putting so much potential, tuning into your moment experience, and building authentic relationships. Enthusiastic, empathetic, and passionate about living your purpose, finding your causes, and following your dreams, fantasies. I would say idealist. Conceptualizer, you're objective, knowledge, and skeptical. You seek knowledge, analyze the data, find patterns, break decisions down to pros and cons. Consider the big picture and future, more in short-term practical details. No. Committed, autonomous, and you like to innovate, little guard for past approaches with tradition. Traditional experience, idealist experience, traditional idealist. Highlight all, go next. Wait, only 2 though. I would say definitely idealist. I'm kind of torn between these 2. I would definitely say idealist, though. Traditionalist? Yeah, idealist 100%, yeah. Amorons, whatever you think between traditionalist and experiencer. I agree with some things and disagree with others. So there's traditionalist. Cause I think I agree with this. I don't know. I don't think I agree with this. I agree with this. I agree with this. I don't know if I agree with this. You get lost in what ifs though. Well, experiencer, traditionalist. I really agree with this though. But I think I do agree. I really agree with this. You need to move across the world. I was gonna say, I don't like having no structure, but I don't like having to go through really monotonous, like, formal procedures and stuff like that. You know, take responsibility and try to be on schedule a lot to the point where you feel bad if you mess up on it. Yep. Give me a lot for living in the moment. True. These both, I am really torn between these. Because I think for this, I'm just not completely this. But I'm not completely this either. Like, I don't like having no structure. But I guess I don't like having like really strict, informal structure and procedures. You have fun rather than theorizing since you don't know your future yet. True. True. I do like structure though, but I disagree with this part. Agree with the rest. Break the mold and select all three. They won't even let me. I like how we're like definitely no on this one though. Any other Amorons with opinions? I think we're 2 and 2. I do really value personal responsibility and have a strong sense of duty and service. What if just idealist? Oh, wait, true. Did we just not pick one? Left one had a higher work count you disagreed with. Will you have a stronger sense of ethics and morals compared to your self-indulgence? True. Did we just not pick one then? I like this plan. I forgot we don't have to pick one. Or all of them, or... Because we can just... Select one if it's clearly you. Or you can pick 2 if you're not sure. Or none of them. Or all of them seems right. I don't think all the points are ideals apply to you. Really? I feel like they do. Really? Which ones do you feel like don't agree with me? Because I feel like all these do. I think I'm a very, like, emotional and, like, kind of dreamy person. Just idealism. Oh god, Amoria, listen to me, girl. I'm listening. I need you to mentally prepare yourself for the next question. Hug a plushie, take a shot of pop, whatever you gotta do. Oh god, what's the next one? Oh god, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I've seen you focus on helping humanity. You're a selfish person after all. I mean, I am, but like, humanity making a better future, like, I think that's more of like, I think that would be more of like, if I had to choose, like, a Moripaw or the entire state of Kentucky, I choose a Moripaw. I choose a Moripaw over like the entire United States. If all of them were falling off a cliff. But I think for idealism, I think it's more like, I do think about like humanity and how things and injustice in the world and like shitty things going on in the world to groups of people. That is stuff I think about a lot. But I think my selfishness more comes into like I wouldn't say I like don't care, but I think like when it comes to like nitty-gritty decisions like that. But have you taken any actions from it? I mean, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. The thing is, I'm just a girl. I think there's not much that I could do. I don't want to go to law school. I don't want to like get on the Supreme Court. But I think I have abstract philosophical notions about ethics, authenticity, or how things should be. I think I do think about that a lot. I don't think the average person taking actions helping humanity when thinking about the bigger picture, like you're not the president. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. In fairness, saving a Moripaw at the cost of Kentucky is a fair trade. Sorry, Kentucky. You were like the first state I thought of. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But no, I still really feel idealist. I still really feel idealist. But I think also idealist is like, it's what it is, like idealism. It's not necessarily like, you know, I know not everything in the world is gonna be how I want it to be, but like, you know, it's like idealist thinking, I would say. Like idealism versus realism. The one thing Fulmore fully agrees on, and we all still argue with it. I think I have to go with idealist. I think to me in the world, like, emotions and other people and stuff like that are, like, the most important. Oh, idealist it is. Idealist can go next angle. Go for it, girlfriend. Okay. What's your biggest weakness? Sorry, what? What's your biggest weakness? Think of yourself at your worst or when you're feeling stressed. What do you struggle with? Maybe you can select up to 3 that seem accurate. Oh God, all of them, all of the above. Hypersensitive or distrustful of feelings. You see others as weak and inferior. Okay, no. Distrust people look down on emotion. You're hypersensitive to criticism. Okay, no. Mental illness. Unconfident and vicious. You make sweeping, critical, and vicious judgments. You judge others, or you conform to feel like part of a group. This is a perfection thinking things as black and white. I'm not sure about that. Depressed and unmotivated. You withdraw and feel depressed, losing energy and motivation. You feel nostalgic, emotional, and like no one understands you. The things can be clean and reorganized, or you become a hypochondriac. I kind of feel that one. Paranoid and mystical. You feel flustered, afraid of ruining relations. Yeah. You feel confused and paranoid, misinterpreting others' words. Yeah. You see deep prophetic sensitive and lonely. You feel hypersensitive, unlovable, and separated from everyone. You're far more emotional than usual, either crying or yelling. You obsess over minor logic. You make you self-critical and judgmental. You make harsh, nitpicky judgments of others. You feel the need to take action correct what you perceive as wrong. You feel incompetent, but you try to bring order to the out-of-control world. I kind of feel that one. I think I'll let you do this one solo. Susan, cancel all my appointments for the day. Yeah, I would agree with that. Obsessed and self-indulgent. You worry that everyone is saying something negative about you. You feel haughty, critical of others, and like the world is against you. You feel self-indulgent, seeing pleasure or danger, then beat yourself up about it later. Kind of that too. Reckless and fearful. You feel anxious and less tolerant of the unfamiliar. You're uncuriously spontaneous and reckless. You can't help but imagine all the ways catastrophe could be right around the corner. I would say not this, but yes to the others. I would say not this, but yes to the others. I would say yes to this. I don't know about this. Maybe a little bit sometimes. I strongly feel this one. I don't super agree with this. I agree with this though. I agree with this. I don't agree with the rest. And I don't agree with this. Damn, these weaknesses got hands. So I don't know which one would be the third. I feel like this goes against depressed and unmotivated, though. I feel like depressed and unmotivated people would not feel like this. Honestly, just pick those two because I feel the most strong. Yeah, I really agree. Yeah. Pick those two. Personally, just leave it at 2. Because, like, yeah. 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 I need another swig of pop for this. You were right, Memento. You were right. Why did they drag you like that? I know. It was like a... Oh my god. What's that one, like, the boom sound effect? What's that? I felt that one after every fucking line I read. Should we just leave it at 2 then? Cause like... I feel like... I feel like any of these 3 could also be it, but I disagree with 1 from each. But the other 2 I agree with. Yeah, the vine boom, yeah. Like the... You feel flustered and afraid of ruining relationships with losing loved ones. You're confused and paranoid, misinterpreting others' words and disapproving you. Should we just go with 2 or should we add another one, would you say? Or maybe like, I think maybe these 2. Just 2. Choose fine when you pick a second on the last one, since not all points applied. Okay. Should we go with just 2 then? These 2 are like really like fucking calling me out though. I mean, mystical is a pretty nice word though, right? Because, I mean, this, I think I more interpret as like, more with paranoia, like, again, there's something that might come up, but I don't want to talk about it because I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it. So I like literally like have barely talked about it to anyone, and every time I do, I feel like really paranoid. Just say I fell asleep during the middle of this and I wake up an hour later and we're still looking at it. Really? Really? Good morning. Probably the only positive word out of context on this list. Definitely. Okay, 2 then. Okay. Oh my god, shit. Okay, oh, last one. Select one answer. Imagine that you just got home from a long day of work and you're feeling low on energy. What's the best way to you re-energize? Go out to be around people. Sure, some alone time can be nice now and then, but you're literally energized by people. When you're feeling sluggish or unmotivated, meeting up with friends can truly boost your energy. So you go stir crazy if you've been home alone for too long. You love bouncing ideas off of other people and talking through your thoughts and ideas, but this doesn't necessarily mean you're loud and can't stand being alone. It's question whether people tend to energize you or drain you. Get some alone time. Sure, hanging out with friends is great, but to really recharge your energy, you need some solid time with no one else around. You recharge on days after a big event, tend to think things through before speaking, and you like having a little time to prepare things. I would say left. Cause when I get home, I kind of just want, after work, I kind of just want to be at home. Left for sure, really? I would say right. I think I've given off the energy because like, well, it's hard because I would say after work, definitely I just want to be home. I don't like planning for things after work. I guess after work, right? But okay, yeah, okay, but when I'm just low on energy and kind of depressed, I think I still do like going out to see friends, but only close friends. I like how everyone switches. Or no, they just come out of the woodworks, I guess. But it's every day after work. I mean, I guess they're imagining that you're a normal person and you work 5 days a week. When you told us you had a long day of work, it was mad at home. But I wish they wouldn't say work. Like, low on energy. Because I really don't like seeing people after work. I really try not to. Didn't read the top. I'm still left leaning. It depends. Yeah, context matters. Context is really important. Your social battery, what energizes it? Will Leora help you after work? Yeah, but that's Leora. Like, it would only be like a few friends. So that's why I'm like, we're not a friend. That, no, I said yeah, but that's Leora. I mean, oh, yeah, of course, nothing more. Yeah, she's just a friend. But I'm saying, like, Leora's like an outlier. Like, I think only really close friends would re-energize me. Low on social battery, what do you do to recharge it? I guess, if I'm low on social battery, I guess I do prefer just to go home. This last page was supposed to be super fast, traditional MBTI questions that take a few seconds each. The test maker clearly hasn't met someone as indecisive as Amoria. I wish I could send this to the test maker. Mine is actually, no, we kind of dissed them for the bad examples. Okay, no, don't send this to them. But like, yes. Only multi-talk to very complicated to your close friends. Yeah, but there's some, you know, I have some friends that like, you know, we're friends, but like, you know, there's always people you're closer with, you know? 2 right fits you more than 2 left as well. Yeah. Because I think I like having a concrete idea before I tell people. Because like, I like have everything like more concrete and stuff. Because if I'm just bouncing off ideas, I don't really like that because I'm like, well, that's not a good idea. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm still talking through. Like, I'm just throwing things out. Don't judge me right now. Okay, I think right. And left doesn't specify close friends, we'll only just talk about people. Yeah. If I don't want to see any fucking people after I get off work, except like really close friends. That would have to be like really, really close friends. Or like a Mori maid. When making decisions comes most naturally to you, but I'd still prefer to see a Mori maid when I'm not after work. I don't like when I see her after I get off work. Making decisions comes most naturally to you. You probably use both these methods, but which one do you go to first and feels most important for you personally? Lay out pros and cons, work out what's most logical, but this doesn't mean that you're a robot without feelings. Like to donate to a charity, so you research which ones are most effective and look for objective reviews and ratings. Making decisions can feel like you're looking at a mind map of data points and assigning values to each one to arrive at an objectively correct choice that would be difficult to dispute. Those data points also might include other people's feelings. Check how your gut feels or choose which best aligns with your personal values. Doesn't mean you're illogical or overly emotional. Support the cause you care about so you find the charities that most resonate with your personality, with you personally, and share your values. Making decisions feel like you have a room full of advisors in your head arguing in favor of different values that are important to you, like honesty or doing the right thing, or they might represent different people who will be affected by your emotions. Yeah. 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 Yeah, right. But the ideas doesn't necessarily mean disregarding them. I think though when I'm in, like, I think when I'm like still coming up with an idea though, it's a bit like, I feel like very out in the open and exposed, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like it. I like having ideas and then presenting them to people rather than having a brainstorm session, I feel like. For argument's sake, left. When you're walking outside, where does your attention to be focused? On the future or the abstract? You're focused inside your head on ideas or possibilities, however impractical. While hiking, you realize you haven't been paying attention to your surroundings since you've been caught up in thinking about philosophy of the future. Find yourself thinking about how you would group the types of plant life around you. When you give a presentation at work, you're focused on connecting the insights in innovative ways, thinking about how the ideas connect to others you've had before, predicting what this could take the company. Prisoner of past, you're focused on what's real, practical, and actually happening in reality. While hiking, you notice all the varieties of plants, animals. You want to take it all in, either by smelling or touching everything, or by doing something like body, like running or dancing. Find yourself thinking about how these trails were laid out 100 years ago. No. So when you give a presentation work, you're trying to figure out how their big ideas will actually look in reality. If we go this route, what concrete steps will we take to achieve that vision? Is it practical or does it just sound nice? I think left. Really? Right? I don't think so because, well, I think for me, I'm actually more focused on the past and the future than the present. If that, like, when my mind wanders, I'm always thinking or stressing about the future or the past. I have a hard time. I know, like, I do live in the moment, but I think my mind and my anxiety always focuses to the future or the past. But I think left. Because I think with Amoria's fucking mind and the brainworms, I have a hard time. I live in the future, but I also don't, if that makes sense. Like, I don't agree with any of these. I agree much more with this. I think not necessarily, like, philosophy, no, but the future, yes. Me zoning out, stressing about the future is a common thing to happen. So I would actually say left. Honestly, left, actually. You almost got hit by a car, so multiple times. Tell me when you're walking down the street, you're not thinking about samgyeopsal. I mean, maybe, but that would be in the future. Like, oh, I can't wait. When am I going to be able to eat samgyeopsal next? But I think I'm all of a sudden, like, stressing out about the future or, like, thinking and regretting about the past. I think my mind has a hard time living in the future. Or living in the present. I'm always stressing out or regretting the past and, like, thinking back to moments or worrying about the future. You're more focused on the multiple possibilities of the future because of your anxiety. Yeah. I think I'm definitely focused on the future in that sense, but not so as to, like, make a plan for the future. Just thinking about the possibilities. Because I do think about it a lot. Like, where am I going to be at in 5 years? I don't have a plan, but I think about it a lot. So I would say left. And other people you know, which sounds more like you. You're a decisive decision maker who sets specific goals and follows a plan. Your emails and papers are nicely organized into folders. You're finishing to-do lists, but this doesn't necessarily mean you're never spontaneous. Friends or colleagues would say you're most valuable towards the end of projects since you're good at getting things done and decisions to get made. You're an indecisive overanalyzer who leaves options open to adapt along the way. Your desk is covered in sticky notes. You hang on to things just in case you need them someday. This doesn't mean you're necessarily messy or a hoarder. Friends or colleagues would say you're most valuable at the beginning of projects to add your unique ideas and make sure all the different possibilities are explored. I don't really know. I'm just gonna ignore 3 because I don't really know either. I would have to ask friends or colleagues. This is a hard one. We need to have a meeting to decide. Right all the way, right? We all know the answer to this one. All I need to see is decisive and indecisive, and I know. Left. Left. But I might need this health potion. This one specifically, because I was like, not really. And then I saw this, and I was like, oof. Okay, we'll go right. That one was quick. Oh, Jesus. From most to least likely to you. The top few results, and pick the one you think is the best match. INFP again. Okay. Time estimate. Time estimated 15 to 20 minutes. Amoria 2. How long have you been streaming? Oh my god, we're almost at 3 fucking hours. Holy shit. Holy shit, this could have been just its own fucking stream day. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is wrong with us? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I think I'm taking an hour 40. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is wrong with us? And we got INFP again. Great strengths. Idealistic, creative, supportive, out-of-the-box thinker, passionate about personal values, emotions, and living in alignment. Troubles with conflict, setting boundaries, self-critical, perfectionist, can get stuck in the depths of their feelings. Wait, no, go back. Okay, thank God. 79. Type family, idealist. Focus on people and value, motivated connection and relationship. That's a lot of things. ISFP? ENFP, INFJ. Oh, I thought INFJ would have been higher. Introverted feeling. Authenticity, internal values, truth, convictions, understanding impacts on emotions, conveying emotion via art. Should be familiar, you might struggle with that at times since wait, wrong one. Same thing. INFP's primary function is a decision-making one. And the secondary function supported by being an information-gathering one. Okay. Extroverted intuition. Introverted sensing. Will often but also give you some trouble. Fourth function is really seen on the type's main weakness. Aspects of the third one can give you some real trouble as well. Okay. TE makes you feel harsh, nitpicky, and incompetent, but also like you need to bring order to an out of control world. ISFP. I didn't think we'd get that. Value personal integrity, very connected with living a life that's authentically aligned. For you, morality isn't just philosophical, it's something to be carefully lived every day. But making decisions can take a while since you need to figure out what feels most aligned with your personal values, not simply what society or others say is right. Powerful imagination and a rich internal world of fantasy, spirituality, or emotions, but you can often get lost in there. Empathy can be overwhelming as you absorb feelings from others. Okay. Loyal friend who's curious and driven to truly understand others, but you can also be critical of people who threaten your core values. Your high ethical standards make you critical of yourself and others when you feel like you or they have fallen short. Okay. Dealing with emotional overwhelm, struggling with idealism, tendency to self-criticize, conflict avoidance, staying focused on practical details, empathetic, creative, authentic, idealistic, intuitive. I guess we're still INFP. I guess. Oh God, sorry. Fucking so bright. Jesus Christ. Disappointment that your goals feel farther away, feeling unsure about your future, struggle with decision making, finding the right career, struggling with depression or anxiety and crying often, feeling like you can't control how you feel from others, if you're nihilism or existential angst. Yeah. Also INFP gang! I'm ENFJ and we pair really well up with INFP. Makes sense! Damn, I guess we are still INFP. I thought I might be INFJ, but I guess not. But yeah. That seems right to me. N, E, and S-I. Still INFJ. Wait, how many? This was 61, 79. So INFP definitely won. Which one am I least? ESTJ. Committed, forceful, critical, and judgmental, uncreative, unwilling to consider other perspectives. Yeah, not me. This stream was a roller coaster. You're way too confident this would be... I didn't think it'd be that bad. I thought it'd be like an hour and a half at most, man. I did not think it would... I did not think it would be this bad. Horns are well fed today. Plenty of Amoria time. My little sister stream was fun, but didn't match the title. Ah, blood claw. Blood claw. ISTJ for me. Is that what you normally get? Or is that... Have you taken this before? This is definitely the most unique MBTI test I've taken, but it makes sense because I usually get INFP, so I guess that's very I see. Oh, traditional letter dimensions. I F. Okay, so I'm varied. These are pretty. I guess these are more varied, but the traditional ones, I'm very... very. It was not a tie, I will say. It was not a tie. Classic INFP behavior. Did fight us on a few unanimous decisions. I'm the only extrovert here. You know what? I spam chat a lot, so yeah. Yeah, earlier, someone was like, are there any Amorons in chat? And it was like crickets. That's what I normally get. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so nothing new then, it seems, for Amorons. This is again at the cafe and ask Amori Maid to help you answer everything. I don't think Amori Maid knows me very well, though. Because remember when Leora Senpai went, and Leora Senpai was talking about me being angry or loud or something, like being like really angry, and Amori Maid was like, oh, Amoria-chan? She was like, oh, I don't believe it. I'm very sweet and cute towards Amori Maid. Extroverted person, I'm scared. Amorons, get behind me. Get behind me, Amorons. He can't hurt you, I promise. So I guess I can say with confidence, I definitely am INFP. I definitely am INFP. Okay, it only took us 2.5 hours to figure that out. And now my throat's... Oh my god. Oh, I should go to get the health certificate done. But I really don't want to. But I should go. I should go. Amori, I need to go. I need to go. I need to get it done. I don't want to, though. I need to get it done. I need to get it done. I need to get it done. Get your certificate, girl. It's cotton swab time. It's cotton swab time. Also, my throat is so fucking tired. I don't know why my throat's so sore today. I just love talking to people and having a genuine conversation. I was gonna say, I like that too. But I'm very shy and I definitely get worn out. But with close friends, I don't have a social bar. Like, with very, very close friends, I can see them as much as off. I could see them every day and not get tired of them. But those are, like, really, really close friends. It doesn't mean, like, if I get tired of you, like, I think less of you. It's just, like, we have to be really close for you to not drain my meter. Like, if I'm hanging out with a friend, like, every single day, I'm gonna need a break eventually. But... get some rest on me, please. Thank you. Thank you. I will. I'll rest my throat after. It's true. Auntie held me hostage in voice chat with extrovert powers. Well, the gun also helped. Aw, Amorons are so cute. It's so easy to socialize online than in person. Really, I feel like when I was younger, almost all my friends were online friends. But now that I'm older, especially making friends with other VTubers, I feel like it's really hard to make friends without being in person, if it feels like. Like, I have a lot of acquaintances, but friendships, I feel like are harder to make with just online people as I've gotten older. It's like, you know, you'll message someone, you have a really good conversation, but then you guys kind of like don't message after that. So, yeah. I'm feeling that a lot more as I get older. But making friends in person is also hard. Not saying it's necessarily easier. But, like, definitely the girls that I've met, like VTubers or girls that I met in person after talking to them online, I definitely feel a lot closer to them now that I've met them in person. I definitely feel like I'm a lot closer to everyone that I've met in person. So yeah, but no, making friends in real life is still really hard, but I think that can give you a deeper connection. But yeah. Okay. Now, who shall we raid? Feel closer in person too. Yeah, definitely. But it is hard. It is harder in some aspects, but definitely there's some people that I'm like, we would probably, like, we would probably not be close if we were online friends. But we're like, we get to see each other IRL, so I'm thankful for that. But like, if I ever move away, like, I'm like, I feel like we probably will rarely talk. Okay, oh my god, my throat. Watch a mouth-washing VOD. I hope you enjoy! I hope you enjoy! Thank you! Voice acting was very fun. Okay. Both of these girls rated us recently. Which one haven't I rated recently? Choose right. Okay. I'll choose the one on the right side. Okay, we're gonna be rating she. Please go send her a good morning beam. But yeah. Can we flex our MBTIs in Discord? Go ahead. Go ahead. Hopefully you weren't spoiled too much. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, sorry about that. We kind of talked. We kind of yapped a lot. Kind of forgot about that. Right, left, somewhat left. Is there a middle? Okay, actually, technically she was the middle, but she was the right of the two I was thinking of. Because two of the girls recently rated me. So I feel like we had to go return the favor. Okay. Amoria's gonna go get a health certificate done. I'm like, should I treat myself to dinner for getting this done? And I'm like, no, Amoria, you just saw a movie last night. I've been really, I don't know why, but ever since I got back, I've been like so obsessed over tteokbokki. Like just something about tteokbokki. I don't know why, but no. Amoria, we have food at home. We have food at home, Amoria. We have food at home. We have food at home, Amoria. But I'm gonna go be a good adult and get my health certificate done. Oh no, cotton swab. Yep. Ooh, tteokbokki. Ooh. Less than 44 hours till the next Amoria stream. Hope everyone gets plenty of good food and rich between now and then, especially Amoria herself. Thank you, Blood Claw. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no stream tomorrow because I work. And tomorrow's my 8-hour one. So, yeah, nothing then. And the next stream will be Yakuza. Yakuza stream. We will be finishing up Yakuza. So hopefully my throat will have plenty of time to rest in between then. But 나를 잘 봐줘서 너무너무 감사합니다. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you for helping me get Komugi. I'm just staring at this card again. The holographic print too. Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. Oh my god, gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Oh god, she's so beautiful. Oh god, I love her so much. Oh, Komugi. Oh, you are so gorgeous. You are beautiful. I need to get a photo card holder for you. Amoriba. Now we got the card still. Komugi came home. That was such good luck. That was such good luck. Sped ran the task, got ISFP. Interesting. I knew you were an F. Dog type really worked. It really did. It really fucking did. I can't fucking believe that. Like, that man does not know, like, the luck he just brought upon the stream. Like, he does not. I revert to your like Papa Bear voice for hopefully my throat will get plenty of rest before then. Did I? Did I? Like in this voice? Like, hopefully my throat will get plenty of rest. Did I? Did I? I don't remember. Did I? My brain kind of just... Yes, I did? Why did I? So, like, hopefully my throat will get ready on us before then. Oh, I think that was more like... Oh, it wasn't like, hopefully my throat will get plenty of rest before then. I think that was more like... hopefully my voice will get... I think it was more... I think I was saying it in that tone. And it just happened to sound really similar to the Papa Bear voice. I was like, hopefully my voice will get plenty of rest before then. I think that's what I was probably going for. My brain kind of just autopilots for stream. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, I was right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with this stuff, but I know INFP. I know those letters. Wait, your certificate? I don't want a certificate. I don't want I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't wanna. Okay, then don't, but I should. But I should. You're a responsible adult. You can do this fighting. Mori's a brave puppy. I like how one of Amoron's like, it's okay, Mori. You're a responsible adult. And the next is like, oh, you brave little puppy. Okay, then go get it. But I don't wanna. Fighting, Amoria. I don't want to stick a cotton swab on my... Why? I hope I don't cry again. I haven't stuck anything up there since last year when I had to get it done for the first time. Peach, please. Nothing's been up there since last time. You've seen anyone not cry? It's not that it hurt, it's just really scary. It's really scary. All these people on the bus don't know I just had a stick up my. Oh man. Okay. Nothing should be going up there. Nothing should be going up there. At least I'm pretty... No, they give it to me. And they give it to you so you can do it yourself. Which is better, I guess. But it's better, but it's still scary. Because now I have to do it. But I guess it is preferable that I do it, I guess. Not ideal, but preferable. Certificate for food handling? Yeah. In Korea, to work with food, you have to get a health certificate every year. So they do that, and then they do, like, some other x-ray thing. For, like, fucking tuberculosis or something. So yeah. Okay. Everyone, please go rate she, eat your well, sooner good a Mori beam. And I will be at the doctor. Moriba, everyone. Moriba 누나 좋은 하루 보내고 푹 쉬세요. 좋은 하루 아닐 것 같은데. 근데 해볼게. 고마워. You got this. Take care. Moriba, good luck. Moriba, everyone. Moriba. Thank you again for helping me with this test. I could not have done it without you guys. Moriba.